Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my 1 week post-op video for my breast implants and full body liposuction. So as you can see, I'm still wearing my whole scuba suit getup that I have to wear. I was told that I'll have to wear this. I'm wearing a full body compression garment, which I'll have to keep on for a month. And then also I'm still in my surgical bra, which also I will have to be in for a month. So right off the bat, in terms of how I'm feeling so much better than I was obviously at the beginning of the week. Honestly, if this is something that you guys are interested in having done, whether it be the boobs or the liposuction, it's so worth it. I feel like it's worth it in terms of the recovery. It hasn't been that bad. And honestly, the first couple of days are the worst, but they're definitely doable. I'm the biggest wimp that there is. I hate pain and things like that. I'm not good with things like that. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. So if one of your fears is like the pain and the recovery time, that's really like not that big of a deal. It hasn't been for me at least, and I really don't think that it's that unbearable. So that's one thing. I'm not in any pain anymore. So I have some minor discomfort, but nothing that I would ever say is painful. So first I'll talk about the boobs, and then if you're interested, you can keep watching at the end of talking about the boobs. I'll talk more about the liposuction. So just in terms of the boobs, my incisions were under the breast because they did a lift and they put the implants in. I had 500cc silicone textured implants put in under the muscle. And right now I still have my sutures in. They get taken out approximately 15 days after surgery. So I think those will be getting taken out around the 20th of May because my surgery was the 5th of May. So every day I'm going into my plastic surgeon, but that's because I had liposuction. I have to get these massages done. So he's able to kind of look and check, the nurse there is checking also a little bit of how my boobs are doing. And yesterday when she was doing the massage, she noticed that I had surgical tape. I have like a bandage over top of each incision under each breast, and there was this like surgical tape, and she said that my skin was really, really red and raw underneath. It was really irritating. So she took that tape off yesterday. Underneath there's still a little bit of tape and the actual bandage that's covering the incision, but she said that everything looked really well. The incision line's really, really tiny. It looks like it's healing well, but I had to get rid of that tape, and that would explain why one thing I had was a lot of itchiness, like where that tape was, I was constantly wanting to scratch. So it was just because my skin was irritated there under the tape. So it's starting to feel a little bit better now that that tape is gone. But I can kind of show you a little bit of underneath. I'll just slide this off. I actually went back to work today. Today was my first day of work and I was fine. I do feel a little bit tired now, like I'd like to kind of take a rest, but discomfort, pain, anything like that in terms of the boobs, nothing. I still have that heavy kind of feeling on my chest. My breasts are still definitely hard. One thing that started to happen, and I don't know if it's just the material of this bra that I have on, but it's kind of irritating my nipples, and I had no incision or anything near my nipples, but it's just a little bit irritating, and I almost wish that it was just like a cotton. I don't know what material this is, but it's not 100% cotton, that's for sure. So one of the boobs, I have this is the band. This is attached to my bra, so I just kind of put it on and adjust it how I want. They're still very high. One of them has dropped a little bit lower than this one. This side feels like it looks like it's gone down a little bit, but I can still feel them starting right up here, and they are still really, really hard. Not as hard as they were the day of the surgery, but they're still hard. So the nurse told me that I should start to move them. So to move them like up and to move them down and side to side, and just kind of be moving them, especially when I get in the shower and I take this off just to kind of move them around, and that would help. Now, I'm not sure, I've heard mixed opinions about this. I heard that massaging the boobs, even though what she told me to do is not technically a massage, it's more movement. I heard that was something that you had to do a long time ago with older implants and saline implants, but that with the new silicone textured implants, that's not necessary. But I have to trust that my doctor knows what he's talking about and knows best. And for the time and the money and the recovery and everything that you put into getting these, I think it's better just to follow your surgeon's advice to the T. So if he says, you know, wiggle them around and move them around, that's what I'm doing. I'm probably not doing it as much as I should be doing it, but I'm trying to do it like twice a day. So in the morning and then again in the evening, especially if I get in the shower, then I'll just spend a few minutes kind of moving them around. It doesn't hurt, but I'm probably not doing it with as much energy as perhaps, like when she showed me, she was like really moving them around. When I do it, I'm obviously a lot more gentle because I still do have stitches underneath, so I'm just kind of being moderate about it. But I'll show you underneath a little bit so you can see the redness that I had from the tape, if you want to see that. So you've got like a little bit of a close-up here. So I've got a little bit of gauze here. This is because of the zipper on my compression garment that I had for my liposuction. So it obviously makes it a little bit worse that I have this garment on as well, because if I didn't have this on, it would make things a little bit more comfortable. So you can kind of see there, it doesn't look too bad actually now at all, but you can kind of see there's lines from my undergarment. But this yesterday was bright red. It's actually not too bad at all today, so it's doing really well. Ever since she took that tape off, my skin just had a reaction to that tape that wasn't very good. So, and it's all getting stuck. But for like uncomfortable parts like this zipper and stuff, I'm just putting like gauze in there, and I just find that it's helping. So that's, I mean, there's not too much that I can actually show on camera. They are definitely, you know, still much bigger than I had before. And like I said, this band just comes across here. And I think that one of the reasons why it's that's a bit lower on one side and not the other. When I say that one side's dropped, it's really nothing that noticeable at all, but I think here you can see this is much tighter and it pushes down more on this side of the breast than this one does. So I'm just kind of always like pushing this down a little and this a little bit up just to kind of even out the pressure so they both kind of drop at the same time, if that makes any sense. So I'm still wearing this bra. They're still hard, but nothing that I can't handle. Definitely not painful anymore at all. So you can see that up top they're still sitting. Like I said, they're starting up here, and they obviously have to drop a lot lower. But you can see this part's still really hard. The whole thing's hard, but they're still really quite high. So they definitely need to drop still. So that's really it about the boobs. There's not a lot I can say. I'm just waiting for them to get soft and normal, and for them obviously to drop still. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more rigorous or more cautious of moving them around like the doctor or the nurse said I should start doing, and see if I notice a difference. I probably won't do an update now until another week, so I'll probably just start doing weekly post-op updates, and then hopefully I can, as soon as I can get out of this bra and put on another one, then I'll do a video where you can kind of see a little bit better how they're looking. But that's really it in terms of the boobs. So far so good. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little nervous about getting my incision, like getting my stitches taken out, because of course, like I said, I'm a real wimp when it comes to pain, so I'm worried about that. And also I'm just kind of thinking in the back of my head, like, when are they going to get soft, and is this normal? But every time I go in, they tell me everything is normal, everything is okay. And it's exactly 1 week today. Today's Thursday, and last Thursday I was in the operating room. So that's that. Now, in terms of the liposuction, so I had full body liposuction where they took out 8 liters of fat. So that's a lot of fat that they removed from me. I had a condition called lipodema in my legs, so I couldn't get rid of fat naturally no matter what I did. And so that's kind of what prompted me to get the liposuction to begin with. So when I went in for surgery, I knew that I was going to be swollen when I came out, and by no means did I expect to go in fat and come out skinny. I mean, it's just not the way it works. But I was expecting that I would see a difference a little bit at least, or have a little bit of swelling but not be as big. I don't actually know what I thought. But the reality is, in terms of my physical appearance, I don't look, to me, any smaller at all than I did when I went in. I'm really swollen, and the doctor told me, he said, don't look at your body until a month after surgery. That's when you're going to start to see the results. And then obviously the final results will be 3 months after surgery. So I still have 3 weeks to go for that 1 month mark to look. I had liposuction in my arms, my back up here, my lower back, my abdomen, my inner and outer thighs, and around my knees. So there's a lot of parts where I had incisions. I didn't get any stitches. There's no stitches for my liposuction. The first few days after my liposuction, I was draining a lot of fluid and blood. That kind of let up at about day 3, and now there's nothing. So the first 3 days when I was wearing these garments, they would get stained with like blood, and that's not happening anymore at all. Also, I have to go in every single day for 10 days is what they've recommended so far for these ultrasound massages. So my body looks like something out of a horror movie. It's swollen, it's jiggly, it's black and blue with bruises, all of which apparently is normal. I am taking still, which I showed in my last update video, these arnica tablets. I'm taking these 3 times a day. This is supposed to help with inflammation and bruising, as well as my prescribed medicines that I'm taking. I'm taking these on top of that, this arnica, and then the ultrasound massages. Because I'm bruised, my body's sore. It's not sore when I just sit here. Like, I can move around, I can walk around, it doesn't bother me. But when they do the massages, it does hurt a little bit. It's uncomfortable. It's more of a discomfort. This side of my body, for some reason, my abdomen especially, hurts a lot worse than this side of my body. They do 5 minutes on each kind of section when they work, and it feels like a lot more than 5 minutes when you're having it done, because it really does hurt. So I guess you have to be patient. And so I'm hoping that in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna look at myself and start to see notice a difference. Because I'm wearing a full body compression suit that goes to my mid calf all the way to my forearms here. This compression garment has a strap on it as well that you can close up here if you want to, but it's too much with my surgical bra. And it's summertime, and I am in Mexico, and it is hot. It's hot, and it's hard to find clothes that fit over top of this. Right now I'm pretty much just living in maxi dresses, loose fitting items. So like, I wore a loose fitted black maxi dress today that I can just slip on like this over top of my clothes, and then I just put on a loose cardigan, even though it was hot, because I just, otherwise I'm in this whole compression garment is visible, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to wear it. So for the full month. So I have 3 more weeks of that. Like I said, I had no stitches, so the little incisions, they're healing up now, and I'm just really bruised, and I'm really swollen, and I'm just not smaller than when I went in. My clothes over top of this are still fitting snug. And so I'm really excited. I'm really going to be interested to see in 3 weeks from now what the results are. So as of right now, all I can say is the liposuction, out of the 2 procedures that I had done, the breast implants and the full body liposuction is a breeze compared to the boobs, and the boobs weren't that bad. So if you're thinking about liposuction, you're worried about the pain, it's not painful. The recovery is not painful at all. Other than you look funny, it's really not that bad. And then I'm a little bit lumpy in my belly. I can feel little balls, like little lumpy balls, which they said is normal, and they're working on them when they do the massages. So that's something, as well as sometimes you can get these little lumps. Right now they're telling me everything is normal, and basically now I'm just waiting to see results. So I'm just, still recovering slowly, but it's really not that bad. So I'm taking my medicine, I'm trying to take it easy, and just doing everything basically the doctor told me to do. So hopefully this video was informative and helpful. If you have any questions at all about either procedure, the liposuction or the boobs, leave the questions in the comments. I will get back to each and every one of you, I promise. And yeah, there's not really much I can say at this point. I think it's just a waiting game and being patient, and waiting to see what the results look like. And I really hope that they're everything that I was hoping for. So until next time, guys, bye.